This is the first in a series of tutorials about creating WEGO World War II game scenarios. Desert War 1940 to 1943 comes with a full game editor. Everything you need to create new scenarios, or modify existing scenarios, is included with the game. There is a map editor, an army editor, and many more. Game turns can be set to represent a single day, week, month, or year. In addition, a single day can be broken down further to 2 or 3 turns per day. If the 3 turns per day option is selected, the first 2 turns represent 6 hours of daylight, the third turn of every day is the night turn, and it is 12 hours long. This 3 turns per day option is what is used in Desert War. All the graphics can be modified or replaced, using your favorite paint or photo editing program. With a little skill, you can make the game look the way you want. The Desert War artificial intelligence uses a simple, if this, then that, scripting language that allows the scenario designer to create a viable AI opponent. Let's take a look at game scales. Desert War is, generally speaking, a battalion-level game, with game hexes representing 3,200 meters per hex. You can continue along with these design decisions, or design your own. There are no standard game scales. The editor could support a regiment, brigade, or division-level game. Hexes can represent any map scale. All these scaling decisions are left up to the scenario designer who wants to create something different. It is truly open to your imagination what you can create with the game editor. What about game maps? The editor allows you to make a map as large as 600 by 300 hexes. The map tiles included in the game were designed to support scenarios based on an arid, desert climate. The editor includes a self-contained, tile-based, map building capability. It also can support the import of user-created map image files. Ground scales. Each map hex in Desert War is about 2 miles or 3.2 kilometers across, but this is not hard-coded. Larger, or smaller distance scales are possible, and can be explored using the game editor. Do you want 1 mile per hex? Or 10 miles per hex? More? Less? You decide. You design as you see fit. However, as there are no game mechanics that adequately represent tactical level direct fire engagements, it is recommended that you use a ground scale that's equal to, or greater than 1 mile per hex. Unit scales. The game pieces in Desert War 1940-43 represent land, air, and naval forces. Land units can range in size from platoon to army level. Air assets represent fighter and bomber squadrons, and reconnaissance flights. Naval assets represent individual ships. In Desert War these are destroyers, light cruisers, and cruisers of the United Kingdom's Royal Navy.
This concludes the introduction to the Desert War game editor. Future videos will take a closer look at each component of scenario design, and how to input your scenario into the editor.